Hello, and welcome back. I am Maester Aelix, and this is Fallout 4 NCR Lone Ranger. And we are right back where we left off at the end of the last episode, with the Ranger heading towards, let's see, find Nick Valentine, somewhere between Good Neighbor, Swan's Pond, and Combat Zone. She knows what those things are, but she's never been there. So, let's continue. The Ranger never been through downtown Boston, so didn't really know the ins and outs, which roads you'd want to go down and which you didn't. Though sometimes they made it easy. Big American flag and dead raiders. That that was a recipe for safety. However, when she heard the shambler of zombies, she realized probably not as good as she once thought. Oh, looked like there was a whole neighborhood of zombies over there, so she'd take a different route. Off to one side, she did find sounds of combat. She was curious about what was going on over that way, but that wasn't the way she needed. Instead, she found rusty spikes and indications that indeed there are ghouls, or super mutants. She had no real desire to tangle with super mutants today, so she diverted her path and went some other way. As she approached the center of Boston, she kept seeing signs. Stay back. Swan. Someone even stashed some explosives. Something good wasn't here. She didn't really feel the need to go tangle with it either. Yep. Danger. Things being chained off. Yep. She knew danger when she saw it and didn't even need the huge signs, so she'd do what she could to avoid it. Something huge exploded in the distance. She didn't know where, and it just kept happening. Ugh. It was just happening with such too great frequency for her to ignore. Something was fighting raiders. And you know what? They were fighting raiders, they were on her side. So she figured might as well help them out. Besides, the raiders made it real easy for her to pick. They attacked her first. There again was one of those tremendously unsettling power armor ensconced raiders. He had no real place for cover other than behind that old bus, and she knew better than to hide behind vehicles. Those things exploded. Hate to waste the ammo, but she needed the stopping power.
Stay back! Swan will take care of her. Getting warmed up over here. Still alive? Christ.
No, no, no. Ain't you listening? Now look, I was telling you. She had to make her way across. She saw signs of danger, and then people were picking off the raiders. And again, she didn't die. She didn't die to no raider. That just ain't her way. She's the one who makes raiders dead. Now look, she figured this here Boston. Every place she went, she found more and more trouble. She just figured it was something akin to a war zone. You know, when them enclave fellers came to California and started stirring up trouble for everybody. She figured it was something along them lines. So she would just leave Boston to the Bostonians. Not that she knew that that was what they were called at the time. No, instead, she figured she could just ignore that problem. Most likely it would solve itself, despite the enticement of very large explosions. Whatever was happening was none of her business. Nope, she had a private detective to find. There was something about this area that was odd. She ain't never seen a ghoul run away from someone alive before. But that's exactly what happened. She got so far, then they just turned around and hightailed it out of there. Mighty odd. Might use that to her advantage someday, but not today. Looking around in that there place.
Joining Skinny Malone's crew was the best decision we've ever made. Look at this place.
I still say Malone's weak. We caught that detective snooping around, and what does he do? Locks him up. Like he ain't got the balls to just kill him.
Well, don't let his new girl hear that. She'll start swinging that bat of hers at your face until there ain't no face left.
Having got here, she figured that whoever was down here was more trouble than they was worth. So, fortunately, what she figured they was worth was something close to the cost of a bullet. So ain't much.
Try to get me the slip. Ah! Oh, broken. You iced him shit. Fire off! Ah!
Sometimes, life does make it that easy, when they just stand there and take it. Now why they'd do that, she'd never know. But she was mighty glad when it happened. On the plus side, she did find herself a nice mess of ammunition on these fellas. A few other nice things here or there. These triggermen were packing fully automatic weapons. This made them impressive and scary. And not truly scary, they were the stupid scary. I mean, they didn't seem all that bright. All that bright plus full automatic? Well, you can see why sometimes that could be not the best combination of things to be.
Nice.
She would have liked to use her Sequoia in places like this. However, she simply didn't have the ammo. She wouldn't last long because her ammo wouldn't either. So she had to use the gun she found in that vault. Though it did seem somewhat fitting. She herself was going into a vault. This is according to the secretary was saying.
Get back to work. What?
Well, these triggermen, if nothing else, knew how to use their numbers to their advantage. However, she's dealt with numbers before.
Gotta kick up my feet after I knock you off. Ah!
If nothing else, these triggermen were a good source of ammunition. And a few other good items along the way. So after dealing with the first group, she went down them there tunnels. See what there was to be seen. A few things here and there, but the only real thing of interest was a Nuka-Cola Quantum. Are you paying attention? Gonna make sure you don't forget? Good, good.
What was that? Say hello to goodbye. Still got some fight left in ya?
Generally speaking, taking cover is a great idea. But when you put a light between you and her, it only made you stand out more. Now this here vault seemed a lot similar to the one she just seen. Fortunately, she had herself a pit pad, one of the relics from when she was back in California, and it seemed to have exactly what this vault needed. Vault 114.
Damn, I hate it when they open the door. Why is that thing so loud? What the? You're dead. Getting rained on over here. My eyes!
Yes.
Shouldn't have crossed us.
Requires a key. Alright. See, she made her way into that there vault. Quite sneaky like. Found a lot of good things. Doctor's bags, medicine, even jumpsuits. Though she had no real need for the jumpsuit, still it was a little memento. She knew a few back in the NCR who'd want such a souvenir.
So I got a question. Why the hell would anyone build a vault out of a subway station? This place is like the opposite of airtight.
Because they weren't planning to use it, you moron. We used to pull this kind of con all the time back before the war. Get a bunch of union boys to work some construction job that would go nowhere. Keep everyone on payroll.
She heard herself some interesting theories. And kind of felt bad. Soon there'd be one more dead ghoul who survived everything. Until her. Wouldn't survive her.
Got a nice pair of select shoes for you.
Gotta kick up my feet after I knock you off.
Yep, one more dead ghoul that survived everything, except her. After that fight, she was a mite hurt, so decided to eat some of them fiddles she cooked up earlier. Might do her a world of good. Plus, she missed having a nice caravan lunch. Now we can all agree she made it that far, right? Right. So, ain't no arguing about it.
Who's there? Lights out!
She found what remaining guards that were in that vault that she was leading into. At least the ones she'd seen. Well, they were, let's say, easy pickings. The catwalks did make it somewhat limited in their choice of how to attack her, so...
The hell? What?
You trying to give me a heart attack? There ain't nothing here. What was that? Huh. Guess it was nothing after. Wait, the hell?
Fortunately, her enemies decided to, put themselves down a hole. So, she was going to do this thing she heard of, called fishing. Yep. Of course, she not being too bright, just trying to get to the edge to throw the grenade down. Well, she missed. However, did work out to her advantage. Did take out the enemies. Them trigger men. Having gone this far into her journey, she decided to sit and think and relax. Take a small breather. And she looked down at her hands that had dealt out so much death. I realized that her hands, well, they were the hands of a gunslinger. Someone who knows Kung Fu, but also that they were also mighty quick. Oh yeah. And with that, I say thank you all for joining me. I hope you're enjoying my content as much as I'm enjoying making it for all of you. And I really do really do enjoy making these videos for you. If you do like my content, then please go down below, hit that like button, and yeah, I appreciate that. If you don't, then go down, hit the thumbs down, and leave a comment as to what I can do to make things better. Because I do want to make things better. I want to improve and make everyone happy. Or at least try to. Anyway, if you'd like to support my channel in a more personal way, then please follow the link down below to my Patreon service. Patreon subscribers can get themselves a slew of bonus things, including early access to all my videos, Patreon exclusive videos, which at the time of recording is a Child of Adam playthrough, and yeah, all sorts of other wonderfulness. Anyway, thank you all for joining me, and I hope to see you all next time.